On October the 26th, 2007, at approximately 8 a.m., Savage police officer Joe Sewell met with Al Wheater of the Savage Public Works Department. Wheater told the officer that there was a purse in the garbage can at Warren Butler Park, which is located at South Ottawa Avenue, Scott County, in Minnesota. Officer Sewell went to the park and examined the garbage can and saw a brown purse. Officer Sewell removed the purse from the garbage can and took it to the Savage Police Department. Inside the purse, the officer found the Minnesota driver's license of Katherine Ann Olson. At 4 p.m., Officer Sewell was told that Katherine's mother, Nancy Olson, had called and said that she or Katherine would come to the police department to retrieve the purse. Nancy Olson also stated that she had not been able to contact Katherine. Matt Theed, Katherine's roommate, told Nancy that Katherine had answered an ad on Craigslist for a job. Theed then accessed Katherine's emails to show Officer Sewell. Matt Theed accessed Katherine's email account for Officer Sewell and told him that the email was from someone calling himself or herself Amy and was located at Kipling Avenue. The email asked Katherine to watch a child between 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Thursday, October 25th, 2007. Theed said he last saw Katherine at 8 a.m. on Thursday, October 25th, 2007, when he left the residence. Theed forwarded all copies of all emails he could locate. The emails consisted of messages between Katherine Olson's email address and an email of another address which was signed with the name Amy. The person representing him or herself as Amy gave a telephone number. Then at 5:15 p.m., Detective Vasnica went to Kipling Avenue and attempted to contact someone inside the residence without success. A neighbor told Detective Vasnica that the house was owned by Barbara and Steve Anderson and that their son, Michael John Anderson, also lived there. Detective Vasnica returned to the police department and met with Katherine Olson's father, Rolf Olson. Rolf Olson stated that it was highly unusual for Katherine not to be in contact with her family. At 6 p.m., Officer Sewell returned to Warren Butler Park to further investigate the garbage can where Katherine's purse was located. Officer Sewell recalled when he first located the purse, underneath it was a plastic garbage bag, and he had ripped a hole in the bag and saw a towel with a red colored substance on it. When Officer Sewell returned to the park, he removed the bag, opened it, and found a light blue colored bath towel with several spots of a red colored substance which appeared to be blood. Several officers responded to the park and searched the wooded area and nearby railroad tracks. Wrapped up inside the towel was a smashed and broken cell phone. The cell phone was identified as Katherine Olson's cell phone. The detectives also discovered that the blue colored towel had Michael Anderson's name written on it in black marker. Detective Vasnica received a telephone call from Barbara Anderson, Michael's mother, and Barbara Anderson stated that Michael was at work at Paul International Airport where he fuels planes. At 8:40 p.m., Detective Hennon spoke with Sergeant Kesey of the airport police and asked them to locate Michael. Police detectives Hennon and Beck met Michael in an interview room where they told him he was being detained in regard to a missing person investigation. Police officer Teets went to the airport and located Michael's vehicle, which was a 1988 Dodge Ram Charger. At 9:20 p.m., a Minnesota State Patrol helicopter pilot who had been called to assist in the search of the heavily wooded area informed officers that he had located a single vehicle parked in Kramer Park. Officer Sewell went to the parking lot and found a light, gold colored Hyundai Elantra, which was Catherine's vehicle, located approximately 5 blocks from Michael's residence. Inside the vehicle's trunk, the officers found the dead body of a female, later identified as the body of Catherine Ann Olson. Now, what actually happened was that Michael lured Catherine to his family's house. Somehow, he got her upstairs to his bedroom, where he shot her in the back with a 357 handgun. He dragged her downstairs and tied her ankles in red twine. He then stuffed Olson's body in a sleeping bag in her trunk and drove 5 blocks away before ditching the car. Then at 9:55 p.m., Verizon Wireless informed the police that the last call made from Catherine's cell phone was on October 25th, 2007 at 8:57 a.m. This call was made to Michael's cell phone and it lasted 85 seconds. Detectives Hennon and Beck spoke with Stephen Anderson, who is Michael's father, and Stephen stated that he is a truck driver and leaves early in the morning and gets home late at night. Stephen stated that Michael had a personal computer in his bedroom and that neither he nor his wife used the computer. The detectives then spoke with Barbara Anderson. Barbara gave the officers her computer credentials, also the username of Stephen, as well as Michael. The username for Michael was the same as used in the email by the person referenced as Amy. A search of the residence revealed the presence of blood spatter in several locations inside the residence. Police officers and agents using luminol detected the presence of blood drag marks down the stairs in the residence. While the bottom of each individual stair had apparently been cleaned, the riser of each stair had not been cleaned and had blood stains. At the bottom of the stairs, there were 2 drag marks and spots of blood. Inside Michael's bedroom, officers found the 357 Magnum and a shell casing for the handgun. An examination of Michael's shoes detected the presence of blood. The officers found blood on the walls of Michael's bedroom and on the mattress on Michael's bed. Now, forensics on the scene where the body was lying, there was bloody gastric fluid coming from her nose and mouth. A sleeping bag was over her lower legs. Her ankles were tied with red twine. Her body was removed from the vehicle and a gunshot to the back was found. An examination of Catherine Olson's body showed that she had been shot in the back by a firearm which penetrated the vertebra, abdominal aorta, pancreas, stomach, and rectus abdominis muscle. Olson also had minor facial contusions and abrasions, and bilateral minor knee abrasions. Michael claimed to police that the last time he used Craigslist was in January '07. Michael stated that when he uses a computer at his residence, he uses his father's computer, and that no one besides him and his parents used the computer. The police pressured him, showing his email accounts and the messages from Craigslist. Michael then admitted that he was present when Catherine was killed, but that another person had killed her. Michael stated that he has a friend that thought it would be funny. During the trial, prosecutors said that Anderson ran a phony ad on Craigslist in order to lure a woman to his home so that he might experience what it felt like to kill. The defense argued that the shooting was accidental. Anderson's lead attorney, Alan Margolis, said he planned an appeal because he wasn't allowed to present evidence that Anderson has Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism. Anderson declined to comment during or after the sentencing. Margolis conveyed on Anderson's behalf his deepest regrets for his actions. Why did you do this? You are the only one who knows, and I won't pretend to understand it. These are the quotes of Scott County District Judge Mary Thiessen. She added that Anderson was a coward and that when he shot Olson, he showed no remorse and that she had no empathy for him. She also ordered Anderson to pay restitution of $6,500 from his prison wages to reimburse Olson's family for her funeral expenses. Sarah Richter, Olson's older sister, said her sleep is interrupted nightly by horrible images from the murder. She said she's haunted by Anderson's face. She's haunted by Catherine's screams, the gun, the body in the trunk, the real bloody images of her sister. She wonders when she will ever sleep again. Anderson was found guilty of first degree murder and received a life sentence without parole on April the 1st, 2009. What a fucking muppet.